There's a football practice going on. Sends shivers down my spine.
Reminds you of those days.
Oh,
huh?
yeah, bad memories.
Why?
I fucking hated playing football. I just did it to hang out with people. I hate football.
You hate like watching it, or you just didn't like playing it? You don't like? You're not a big Eagles guy or anything?
I'm not at all.
Wow.
Yeah, and I hated playing it. I did it because my friends did it to hang out. But like, especially now, like early in the season, like it even gets worse when it's colder. But just fucking summertime, like people acting like it fucking matters. Like, let's get out here a month before fucking season starts. Yeah, it's
yeah, but we feel that differently. I like in August, I remember my first year not playing football. Like I not that I was like going to be some college stud or anything, but I missed it. Once I heard
we all thought you were.
Everybody thought, I took a left turn. Took a left turn, man. But I thought, like when I heard the whistles and shit, and I could smell like that summer air and that fall air coming, it was like very, very, it brought like a warm feeling, and
really?
like a nostalgia, like that. I'm gonna miss that.
I can't hate on that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Because you had good size to you, so it wasn't like you were getting fucked up. You might have just like not liked the.
Just didn't like it.
Yeah, I don't think you liked the structure and the parameters and having to like kind of fucking have a coach yell at you and shit like that.
I guess, man.
Yeah.
Any sport I played was just to hang out.
Right. Yeah.
Lacrosse was just to catch dips. I got really good at catching.
Speaking of catching dips,
do you have them?
I got you, pal.
Yeah.
A velo.
What milligram?
9.
Another 9, boy.
Dude, I only go high. And it's funny, like when I did smoke
I'm going to
cigarettes,
Laura McKnight this again.
I didn't.
Shout out Laura McKnight.
I didn't smoke like heavy cigarettes. I would smoke lights or whatever. Like, but this makes me, I want the biggest.
You gonna throw one in with me?
Yeah,
nice.
I want the biggest buzz I can. And I'm not familiar with the feeling anyway, so I just feel like, now I'm used to this feeling that I'm taking like this high ass milligram. Like,
I like how you swallow. Like I swallow it too. I like how I swallow it. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you're supposed to swallow, not spit.
It's satisfying. Yeah, it's burning already. I think HT smoked Luckies back in the day, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, because no one would bum them from you.
Ah, what a scumbag move!
Nice. But
yeah. However, genius.
Yeah, I started off on Newport.
You started on Newport.
Yeah, like that. That's the only thing I could smoke now.
Spent a lot of time on Nove Street.
So, yeah,
Nove, shout out Nove.
Well, I hung out. I was gang affiliated from 8th grade on. But now, like if somebody offered me like a menthol, I'd be like, take that shit away from me.
I used to do. I smoked everything. I mean, I smoked Marlboro Lights for a time. I was a big Parliament Light guy for a while. I did switch to Newports at the height of my wiggerness. The hoodlums were in full effect at that point. Did that. Remember when Camel had the retro pack, but it was Camel with a K, and they were like red and almost looked like Russian? I did those Camels. I did Camel Lights at one point. My dad smoked Salem Light 100s. And apparently HT's mom did too.
Why were they super cheap or something?
I don't know.
I mean, they couldn't taste good.
It was probably the one thing sold at O'Hagan's, the tavern.
Well, they had the cigarette machine, but like again, like half of them were like Lucky Strikes, Chesterfields, Marlboro.
Chesterfield.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of that.
Pall Mall.
Kent.
Yeah, Kent.
Pall Mall didn't have a filter, right?
No, I think Pall Mall had a filter. It was Chesterfields and Lucky's that never had the filter.
Those things bring back memories of like good childhood memories, like when you're young and like your friend wants to like go buy a pack of smokes, but he can't at the store. You'll like back into a bar and then like just go to the fucking cigarette machine.
And back then, no one gave a fuck.
No one gave a fuck if a kid was in a bar.
The door opens, everyone turns. It's a child. Everyone just turns back.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Everyone just assumes it's somebody there to get their dad.
Yeah.
And instead, you're like, you take a pull, comes out, and then bam, you go smoke them in a field somewhere.
Dirt cheap too.
I mean, back in the day, like when I quit smoking, that was 2003. I think they were still like $2.95 a pack.
I quit smoking in 2003, and then I started back up again. During
remember
Dog
that.
Hook.
Yeah,
I think you
remember
talked me into it.
Yeah, I was like, come on, we have to do this.
You were like, it would really look good on stage. Because you could still smoke in bars at the time. And it looked pretty cool to light up a smoke.
And put one in the string thing.
Never did that. I did it once, I think, and I was like, this fucking sucks. It was so cool because you see like Clapton and shit do it. It makes no sense at all.
Right.
You can't just easily grab it, and you're just sitting there and it's just fucking going in your eyes the whole time, and it just burns itself down to the butt. It's a complete waste.
There was some video of me smoking and keeping it in and stringing like
the corner of the mouth.
I would do
nothing's better. Yeah, that's great.
There's a few grainy like VHS things of us playing with me side smoke singing.
And that was sexy back then. Cigarettes were cool.
Yeah.
Cigarettes were cool, man. The good old days.
Do you guys have those VHSs? Because I can convert them.
We had one VHS and it's converted. It's on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But they're I think I have one that's like a shady gig or something like that. Where
Really?
it's just a couple songs.
There might be a lost
one where it's like a song or
in
two.
the archives. The lost
and
video.
everyone's got either a cig that's in the guitar bridge or in the mouth. But I could remember kind of like smelling, like if you got with a girl later in the night and smelling if she smoked like all night long and thinking it was disgusting. I didn't care if I did it, but I want my ladies to be a little bit more classy.
I've hooked up before with a lit smoke in my hand. Those were the days. I'm already buzzing like a bee off this patch. I'm already buzzing like a bee, dude. Bzzz.
Oh man, I've been moving shit all last few days.
Congrats on the new place.
Well, I had it for a while, but I just kind of didn't move in all the way.
Well, you made the house a home.
I made it home. The last couple of days. Like for 1 month, I didn't really need to be in, and there was somebody that I knew that needed
Would
a
you
place.
go there just to hang out if you needed a moment?
Somebody I knew needed a place for a month in between spots, and I was
really?
like, yeah. So I was like, yeah, give me $100 a week. So I would end up getting.
You can't beat that.
No.
Jesus.
So
Christ.
I didn't need to be in, So I let him stay on the couch for a while, and now he's gone, and I'm in.
Did he piss the couch?
No, very clean guy.
Wow.
Yeah, very clean guy.
Somebody looking for $100 a month, $100 a week place to stay.
Yeah.
You'd expect them to be a pisser.
Yeah, all types of problems.
Yeah, all types.
Yeah, but no, this guy, his problems weren't like ruining stuff. He was
We all got problems.
Very OCD.
If his problems weren't ruining stuff, then that's great.
Yeah, he's
Shout
very
out.
OCD, which works when it comes to like living situations. Like
That's
they're
a
the best.
rare
They're the
find.
best people. Yeah,
Rare find.
Yeah, like you got other problems, but you're OCD. Cool. That means everything's going to be straight when it comes to this.
Normally, an OCD guy would have his a shelter in place and not need yours.
Yeah,
This is an enigma you really found.
Yeah, you know
the
what
white whale.
You know what I found like in life, like our age.
Talk to us about life.
Yeah, if you have a kid and it doesn't work out with the girl you had the kid with, or a marriage, and you're on the hook for years. Like you're on the hook for life almost. And
You're
like
pretty committed.
So you're committed and you're not even in that situation anymore. So
Unless you go out to get some milk.
that too.
Not return.
Yeah, but then you'd have to start again somewhere else, which would be the play. But if you're trying to do the right thing and be there for your son, it keeps you on the hook for it. So like I've been lucky in my life to where like start overs fucking take literally a week, and then you're fucking start.
It's pretty cake.
Yeah, it's cake. I can just start again and be like be on the move again and start a new life. There's nothing holding me back to where like, oh man, but most people. I've realized that that's a rarity at 43. If you're 43, you usually have some baggage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some baggage that you got to like.
Money Mike, clean as a whistle.
Every time, dude.
Free as a bird.
Free as a bird. Look, literally, it's not easy to do. You have your own like kind of like hang-ups and stuff. But then when you realize, wow, I really don't have any real hang-up and I can just go.
You just go anywhere.
It's pretty liberating.
We're still in Delco.
Yeah, I've gone. I lived in Fishtown for a while, and I've lived I lived a lot of places. But like, I found when I lived there, I was back here all the time anyway. Like whether for work or whether I just my comfort.
It's really hard to keep you out of Collingdale.
It's really
is.
Yeah. I'd like to go. I feel all the places I've lived, I don't feel home until I'm back around there.
Back about 1825.
Yes,
I feel at home in Collingdale too.
I feel that's the way
I
I
have
feel
no
home
roots there anymore. Like so, I mean, parents moved. The parents are both gone. But
you're an orphan.
Yeah, I'm an orphan.
Yeah.
I have no home there anymore. I have no house in Collingdale.
And that's been years.
It's been years now. And I remember like the first year, I kind of felt like a piece of me was missing. Collingdale isn't the greatest town in the world. I love it. We love it. I'm not downplaying it. But there was something that I liked about Collingdale, especially around Christmas time. Like I felt a little sad that I didn't have a roots in Collingdale at Christmas time anymore. And I don't know exactly why. But do you remember like before the mass exodus out of Collingdale, like when St. Joe's Collingdale was still like
early 2000s.
bustling,
Yeah.
even like 90s, like early 2000s. Yeah. Like
Everyone left, I think, in the aughts, like 2000 to 2010. That was the big, like, everybody our age and, kind of gone.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was like when everyone kind of left, got out of high school, whether they went to college or got a job, everyone kind of just left.
Yeah. And
Stayed
the families
kind of local.
Right, but the families, too, kind of like got out. I know a lot of people, but like... There's not. My parents are still there, and
the Barclays are one of the last great families there.
Yeah, really are. There's a few. The Mitchells are there.
Okay, shout out Mitchells.
There's just remnants, man. Obviously,
Hennessy's no longer.
No,
the Hennessy's were a
the Mateos. Donna's the mayor. But
shout out Miss Mayor.
There's still pockets, of like the families that we grew up with, which are holding it down. But it's not. But I think that goes for everywhere. Like not just kind of like where you grew up is always just kind of like. That's your core memory of where you go back to it. Like, even when I lived as an adult, like in different towns, and I just always kind of felt when I got back to that area, that was kind of where, I could blow a stop sign and be like, it's no big deal.
If you get lit up by the cop, it's like, it's all right. He probably coached me.
Yeah.
I could talk my way out of this.
Exactly. And
body cams ruined all that.
Right. That I'm sure that I can get out of anything as soon as I get to McDade or Clifton.
Because the roots are so strong.
And they know me.
I don't know
they
if it
know
still
me
works
more
that
than
way.
I know them.
I don't know if it still works that way. I know like in the 90s, I mean, he's gone now, so I'm not like blowing up my dad's spot, but he DUI'd one time and he sideswiped a bunch of cars. And I think he got away with it. I think like somehow the cops were like, Jesus Christ, like let's just get this guy
Mike,
home.
Come on.
Or maybe that was the time where he did get pinched for it, but he got away with like several of them, and it always came back to the people that he knew.
Yeah. You could get out of a DUI then, but now, no. The cam, you're right, body cams.
As late as maybe 2010, maybe around 2010, give or take a couple years. I'm not gonna say the cop's name, but I got a speeding ticket.
Frank McCone.
No, not him. I got a speeding ticket, and I recognized the cop as a buddy of mine, a guy, my brother's buddy's dad. And I didn't know him personally enough to like say, hey, like, whatever at the time.
Yeah.
So as he wrote me the ticket, and as I pull away, I call my brother and I go, yo, Mr. Blah, blah, just pulled me over and like, is there anything we can do? My younger brother I called. He goes, well, let me see.
Let me make a call.
He calls me back 10 minutes later. Yo, I talked to my boy. He talked to his dad. And we can take care of it. Just, can you get him a 30-pack of Coors Light and leave it on his porch? His address is blah, blah, blah in, not Collingdale, but a neighboring town.
Yeah.
Can you do that? And he'll make sure that it's taken care of. I said, yeah. I got him a 30-pack. And I left it on a patio in the cliff. And, And it just went away. A fucking 30-pack. It just went away. And now it's all documented with like body cams and shit. You can't just handshake things away anymore.
And they say that as soon as
bullshit.
They say as soon as the second cop car shows up, you're fucked. The only chance you have of getting out of anything is you got to do it real quick when it's still the one cop there. As soon as that second cop shows up, because then it's,
too many parties involved.
Yeah.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, right. And even if that's their best friend, you never know. If there's a fallout there, that guy can use it against him. So boom. Once you see that second car roll up, and if you're not on your way, you're in it.
First cop gives you the sorry, man. Sorry. He just pulled up.
Man.
It's not like, look, this is the law and I'm sworn to. It's sorry, man. I would if I could, but I just can't.
One of my DUIs,
you have two?
I have two. Yeah, I got one when I was in college and one like a year later. They're
They're all bullshit. Don't worry, I'm on your side.
One was bullshit and the other one I earned. The second one I earned, it was on McDade. I had a buddy in the car. We both know him. Shout out Mikey Stoff.
Shout out James.
I hit a car. It was stopped at a red light. I was leaning over to like plug my like phone lighter charger in, and this was like early 2000s. And boom, I rear end the car right out front of fucking Coban's in Glenolden.
Oh, from Uncle Snazzy's place.
Right near there.
Yeah.
But I hit him.
Spot.
I look over after I hit him, like, fuck. And this is when I was bookieing.
Uh-huh.
I had $5,000 in the car and all my bookie copy books and shit. And I hit the
Copy
fucking
books.
yeah.
Analog.
Back then it was it was fucking
Nice.
paper and pen back then. Yeah. So I hit it and I look over after I hit him. Mikey saw his nose is bleeding because he fucking hit and his nose had to be broken.
Not related to the accident. Just partying.
No. He hit his nose on the dashboard. So I look over. He's bleeding up from his nose. Then I get out of the car And I'm fucked, dude. I blew like a .26. Like we were at RPs all day long. Yeah, dude,
I got a DUI leaving RPs.
Yeah, I leave in RPs. So I get out and I hit the car, and the guy gets out, and I say to him like, "Yo, I'll give you $5,000 right now if we can just drive off." And he's like, he's like, I already called the cops from inside the car, and then before I knew it, the cops were right up on us. But he would have. The way his face looked, it was like, oh man, you should have told me.
You blew it, dude.
I blew it. And as soon as I got, like, he went, and then I guess Mikey got a ride home. His nose healed. He's great. But yeah, that one I earned. That's the one that ended up giving me weekends. I had to do 15 weekends. After that,
in the clink.
In the clink, yeah, I had to do. But it was cool. The judge allowed me. I told him I was a musician, and I didn't work like a normal job. He allowed me to go to jail.
I pack, Casey.
Yeah. He allowed me to go in from Sunday night to Tuesday night instead of doing like Friday through Sunday, because that would ruin my weekends and my work. So I was able to go to the work release building.
And how are the locals going to get their John Mellencamp covers if not from you?
Exactly. The judge was very supportive of that. But in him doing that, I didn't have to go to the DUI part of George Hill. I went to the work release part of George Hill, which was
they're sectioned off.
They're sectioned off. Yeah,
really.
So weekend jail for DUIs is a different area where it's just DUI people for the weekends. Me, since I had to go in on Sunday night, I went in with the real jail people, but it was work release, so they were on their way out. Okay. But they were like real criminals, but they were on their best behavior because they were like 6 months to a year before getting out.
Is this when you became a Muslim?
I was Muslim for a short time. You have to be in there. You have to convert. You have to convert. But that spot was a little easier because they had vending machines and shit like that. So I would sneak a $20 bill in my shoe sole, and then I would glue it.
That's a funny way to pronounce asshole.
Some people would do that, but then I would glue it. So when they searched it, they search your shoes and all that. It was already, the sole was glued down. So when I get in there and I had $20, so for the next 48 hours, I would have a good book, and then I would fucking be eating Doritos and drinking Pepsis for the next 48 hours. It was awesome.
I can just imagine the first time when they told you, dude, what are you doing? I'm retrieving my money.
Well, I actually got...
Dude, just use your shoe. The fuck?
I actually got caught the very last... Not the last weekend I did, but the weekend before I got caught. I went in, and the guy I would go in with, he put like 20 cigarettes in and glued his shoe. I put the $20 bill and glued his shoe. He got caught, and they made him stay for the rest of his back time. They made him stay for like a year.
Damn.
I got caught, and they just let me go. And then I only had 1 weekend left. So they never, like, they didn't violate me, but they violated him because I guess cigarettes were a bigger deal than cash.
Even if you smuggle cigarettes in, how are you smoking them without getting caught?
You smoke in the corner because those guys kind of hang in their other room outside of the door, and they smell it, but they just kind of, people just huddle up, and they have them like kind of cuffed, and they all look out. And,
like at Bonner.
Yeah, like at Bonner. Just the same thing. And they let it go if it's not, they're fucking prisoners. Like, those people that are in jail are the most resourceful people. Like, they're fucking geniuses. If they just could apply their fucking ingenuity to like something positive,
something constructive,
yeah, they'd be unbelievable. The things they come up with, like watching them with little bags cook like noodles and shit, and then they come out with something looking like it came from like a 5-star restaurant, and it would be all fucking like seasoned and shit. I'd be like, and they did it out of
how many weekends have you done to learn this, man?
They must have done years, these guys, but like it sucked, but it was 15 weekends, and I remember the girlfriend I had at the time, I would call her all the time, and I had a deal set up with her dad that, don't worry, I'll pay the phone bill, so when I would call, I'd be like, a call from Mike Barkley from George W. Hill, and we talk like on the payphone and all that, and I remember...
Maybe that shithead's on the phone.
No, thinking back, I just thought like money just solved everything, so like, don't worry, I'll pay for it, and it's all good.
Yeah.
But he probably like left such a bad taste with him, get rid of him now. I don't want someone calling the house and then having to hear this collect call thing. You're only 21. Like, there's more to life than this guy. Yeah. There's more to life than this guy.
Nowhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
I got my DUI leaving. It was right after World Series of Poker first got big. Remember Chris Moneymaker?
Yep.
He won, and it was all over everything. Like, ESPN constantly reruns poker. Everyone had a poker set.
Yeah.
Every party you went to at that time,
everyone's
poker would break
poker
out. So they did a Texas Hold'em night at RP McMurphy's, and I left, And then I was heading to meet up with some friends in like Swarthmore area, Wallingford area.
Ooh, liberals.
Yeah. And I'm coming down this one, I don't know the name of the street, but it's kind of, it's not busy, but everyone's driven it. It's like off the beaten path, but it's kind of a curve. And I'm driving, and I don't know, I'm coming around this curve too fast. And then as I'm going around the curve, I see a car stopped at a red light, and I got to stop short.
Yeah.
I skid and come to a stop. It's a cop that I fucking skidded up behind.
Hit.
Light turns green. He makes a left. I make a right. Then I see him bust the U-turn and light me up.
Yeah.
And pulls me over, DUI. And on the way to the hospital for blood work,
You refused the breathalyzer.
I don't remember refusing the breathalyzer, but I guess. I guess.
Can we do a breathalyzer? No. Like,
am I being detained? Am I being detained? Am I being detained? I don't answer questions. And I remember on the way to the hospital, I'm trying to come up with a story. I go, officer, are your parents still together? Mine are splitting up. My dad.
Yes.
My dad
I
asked
support
me.
this.
My dad had me meet him at the bar to tell me we had a few beers, and I'm all kind of spun out over it. And he's like, whatever, man. You can't be driving drunk. And I was like,
Dude, I love
I guess your parents are together, huh? My parents have been split up for 10 plus years at that
I love
point.
where your mind went. Like, yeah, let's pull at this guy's heartstrings about something anybody can understand.
Yes. And I'm cuffed behind the back, and I remember he led me into Riddle Hospital, and he's holding me by the cuffed hands, and he's kind of like pushing me a little bit, and I remember coming to the emergency room going, hey, how's everybody feeling tonight? As the cop was leading me in, that was my line for blood work.
Because you're thinking a nurse you might know is on shift, and then somehow it's going to get back to like, oh, this guy's fucking super sexy.
I'm being, I'm being an entertainer. I'm being like a media figure. I'm like, hey, everybody. I'm expecting people to recognize me or something from like Maggie's or Casey's.
Yo, he was super cool about it. You should have seen him.
yeah. Oh man,
was so relaxed.
That guitarist, he was so relaxed. He didn't care at all. He didn't care. He was so relaxed. Like it was another day at the office. Man, what a fucking stud this guy is.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
DUIs are a rite of passage.
Yeah. My first one, I didn't earn that one, and I'm a little upset about to this day. I was a block away from my house in college, and it was just when they switched the law from .08 to .10.
Pussy.
Yeah. And like, I had a class from 6 to 9, and me and a few girls went to a bar out in Lancaster. Just me and 3 girls.
Of course.
Yeah, dude. And I had like 2 beers and like 3 shots or something. Like, it was only there
Child's play.
Yeah, only there for like an hour and a half. On the way back, a block away, he said, "I swear," into the line and back. I'm like, I know I didn't. And then he also said my hat was down too far, like as in I was trying to cover my eyes. Like, dude, that's
racial profiling.
That's racial profiling and racist against people with big heads. Yes. Because I have
extremely racist.
Yes, and I have a fitted hat size of 9. So, like, dude, like, no, my hat.
Really?
Yeah, my hat is just so big. Look at like this hat barely fits my head because
it barely fits your head.
Barely fits my head because I can't find
the adjustment straps hanging on for dear life.
Dear life, dude. And I'm like, dude, the hat is just so big. I'm like, I'm not putting my head. Turns out he takes me in.
It's a big Irish head, officer.
Yes, and I should have
Celtic Irish head.
I should have broken the brogue, and that would have switched everything. But I find out the cop is like 18 years old. It's his first like week on the job, and like they're so like he didn't care. And I only blew a .09, which is would have 6 months before.
You should have been
fine.
Grandfathered into the old.
I should have been, yeah. But I don't even know if I was 21. I might have just been 21.
That kind of changes things a little bit.
Yeah, so that was
it's an underage DUI.
It wasn't underage. I must have been freshly 21.
Okay.
But it did have...
That makes it spicier.
It did have long-lasting, like repercussions with me because I was a teaching major before that, a social studies secondary education major, going to be a teacher. I went into my counselor's office the next week, and I told him what happened. He's like, yeah, you got to drop your major. Like, you can't be a teacher for 10 years anyway now. So I had to switch my major to just history. And no secondary.
It really narrows down your job prospects to one school in Delaware County, Pennsylvania, called Monsignor Bonner.
I already went there. Oh, shit. Well, you're on your own, kid. But the only way I could graduate college on time was to switch my major to just history, which means you're never getting a job in anything important.
Yeah.
You may get a couple questions right on Jeopardy. That's it.
That's your best case scenario.
That's the best case scenario.
The best way you're going to make money.
Yeah.
A quiz show.
A quiz show. That's all you got. So that one was bullshit. and it changed like the kind of the trajectory of my life. Cause I, you know, from that point on, teaching was out, and then I guess I joined bands and shit like that. So that one, I guess I could have lived with. I kind of liked where it took me, but the second one, that's where I was penalized.
Kids, don't cry because we lost out on a social studies teacher. Be happy because we gained a rock and roller. Right?
It's fucking right, dude.
But yeah, fuck that cop.
Yeah.
He should have been like, oh, where are you going?
But
a block away?
He was younger than I was, and I was 21. So that's a young ass cop. Yeah. But
did you kind of like size him up? Were you a little bit aggressive with him? Maybe
not really.
Maybe?
They let the girls go because we were only
the girls were in the car.
Yeah, they were in the car the whole time, and
all three of them up front with you.
The one that I was kind of seeing was up front, and her two friends were in the back.
Okay,
and they let them walk home because we were on campus. But she waited for me at the house.
Keep her
rock star of a girl.
Yeah,
you know, she was there when I got home.
Yeah. Did you give her a little sugar once you get out of custody?
Yeah, I think it turned her on a little bit. Yeah, that I handled the pinch.
Yeah,
like, you know, man, like kind of like Henry Hill and Goodfellas when he handles his first pinch.
When he comes back. Ooh, he's relaxed. Ooh.
Yeah, as soon as I got out, they threw me Henry Hill party in Goodfellas. You handled your pinch like a man. But the second one, that's when like I was like, oh shit, I can't do this again. Like this is like, then you have real punishment. Like, and at the very end, to sum up the whole DUI experience for me, I lost my license for a month for that second DUI, which is a very short time.
Yeah.
But I was still driving. And on like the 26th day of the month, I drove from Collingdale to the Taco Bell right in Glen Old on McDade, not far.
Not far.
I go to take a left turn in, and I get smoked by this lady. So a huge car accident. Boom. I get out of the car. She's bleeding from the mouth. Yeah. And I get out, and like cops are all there. I'm like, no, the cops all came and shit. I'm like, fuck, I'm fucked. I'm like, I don't have a license. I'm still on my suspension from the second DUI. But turned out it worked out perfectly for me because it was like a Thursday of Memorial Day weekend, and they weren't back in the office until that Monday or Tuesday, which was after the 30-day thing.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I didn't get that charge. Like, it was still an accident, but I technically had my license back. But when the accident happened, I didn't. But it fell on a weekend where they weren't in that Friday and Monday. Yeah, so that was...
Those technicalities are great. Like,
it was great.
If you are driving drunk and you hit someone or something, I think we've all learned from the news, the move is to just go home.
Yeah.
Go home and park your car and deny it. Deny it was you. And even if they catch up to you the next day, I wasn't drinking.
Right.
I've seen enough like crime shows to know that is a plausible way to get out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I did one where I was met up with a friend from high school. I was in college, but home. Burt Wenzel, shout out Burt. He watches the show.
I love Burt. Shout out Burt.
He and I meet up at the Bryan Street just to have like a catch up, and we got fucked up. I'm driving home, and I'm driving through like that area of like Hoffman Park and the back area there.
Oh, a challenging strip of road.
Yeah, but that's like the shortcut to get back to Collingdale. So I swerve, and I hit the two rocks like somebody's siding. Boom, blow out both tires.
Oh, landscaper rocks.
Yes.
Not stones on the street.
Not stones on the street. Landscaper rocks on the side. Blow out both tires. Fuck. So it's dark. It's about 2 a.m. I park the car there, just right on the side, and I run into the woods.
Yeah.
And I stay in the woods for like 2 hours until like 4 a.m. and I realize no cop cars are coming. Then I walk home. And I scale down like the Scottdale Road fucking like woods. Ooh. And then I walk home.
Rugged.
Next day in the morning, just to hide it from like everybody, like parents and everybody at home, I go back to the car, get it home, and change the tires myself, right?
Whoa.
Yeah, change the tires.
Hear that, ladies?
Yeah, because my dad had tires and everything in the garage.
Yeah.
My dad has everything in that garage. So I'm like, I can do this. I do it, right? Bring the car back home, and by the time my dad's home from work the next day, like 5 o'clock, the car's parked and all that. I'm like, wow, I got out of that one. My dad calls me up. He's like, I don't know what happened. I'm not going to ask you what happened last night, but your car's leaning like this outside. It's like, so I'm not going to ask you how that happened, but get the right tire size on your car.
That's
right
a
now.
real one move.
All four of your tires, get the right tires on the right side, so they're the same tires as the left side. I just grabbed 2 random tires, thinking that all tires are the same size.
Yeah,
but they weren't. So my car was like this parked. I would have never known. I would have drove for 15 years like that after that. You know, I would have never known. But once that happened, he just gave me an opportunity. He's like, when I, get back tomorrow, that's got to be fixed.
That sounds like a dad that's just exhausted with your bullshit. Just so fucking exhausted. Look, I'm not even going to ask what happened. He doesn't have the barometer for it anymore. I'm not going to ask what happened, but you got to change the tires on your car, which is like something drastic happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's not even going to ask. He's just so fucking done with it.
He doesn't.
Man,
Yeah. What's the next move? Fucking military school? No, I'm older than that now. There's no more school.
Yeah, we're going to send you to military
There's no more school.
I'm 23.
I'm literally an adult now. Like, so whatever it is, you're an adult, do the adult thing and get it back to normal. And I don't want to know what happened.
You're an adult now, so we can't send you to military school, but get the fuck inside and make your bed.
They say people that make their bed in the morning, that's like the number one thing they teach at like, rehabs and stuff. And like when you get like committed or whatever, they say make your bed every morning, because even if you have the worst day, everything goes to shit that day, fucking dog dies, everything. But at least when you go home and go back into bed that night, you accomplish something that day.
Yeah, I've heard that too. It's like make your bed first thing in the morning.
And it makes sense. It's great,
because it's like because you've already accomplished something for the day.
Yes,
which makes a lot of sense.
If nothing
and I've
went
heard that
right
before, and I don't do it.
Yeah, I know.
Like sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah, and then like I'll do it for a couple days.
But it's so true. Like if you're exhausted in bed and then like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, you go to bed and you see a nice made bed, it does feel better to go into it. But if you see like just a crunched up cover with pillows like on the like falling off the bed, it's like fuck this again.
Yeah.
You go back to like
it's being kind to yourself.
Yeah, right. It's like the bed is like an example of who you are.
For as much as we self-sabotage, we should be nice to ourselves and make our beds in the morning.
Yeah. It sounds good and I like it and it works.
Yeah.
Like the few times in life where like I really like, got shit together and all that. There are some satisfying wins in that kind of stuff.
I can't keep a routine.
I can't keep it. Yeah. I can't keep a routine. Yeah. Life just something happens again that just knocks me off course.
Yeah,
and it fucking throws me, dude. And it takes months to even. And then there's a few little like comebacks and stuff like that. But like to make it, it's the same thing with the gym, with people with the gym. Like I am so impressed by that. And like somebody told me a couple of years ago, like your physical appearance is like a representation of who you are,
like the inside.
On the inside.
Yeah.
And I was like, that makes so much sense. I'm like, yeah, like if you care about yourself, then you that means you care about your job. You're a serious person. All that like. If you look at somebody sloppy, like, then that means that they're sloppy, like in everything.
Yeah. Imagine what my insides are like, kids.
Exactly. So like, that's just like,
yeah, it's so hard to get. I'm 3 days into a new eating routine and we'll see how long this lasts.
Beautiful.
I'm trying to dial it in, guys.
What kind of eat? Like fill me in.
I went back and forth.
Donuts in the morning.
No, I went back and forth to ChatGPT about what's ideal for me, macros to lose fat. So
you're never going to lose the legs.
Never. I meal prepped.
I meal prepped. Ass.
Yeah, it's super voluptuous.
Yeah. You got a nose guard's ass.
Yeah, I meal prepped. Yeah, I played a little nose guard in my day. I meal prepped over the weekend. Lunch is pretty hard to get down. It's 9 ounces of grilled chicken, 2 cups of broccoli, and like a can of fucking black beans. A can, and it takes me a solid half hour to take it down.
See, I'd be out already because it's so hard. Like, is it hard or is it just we make it hard in our heads to do that?
Make it hard in our heads. But I mean, we'll see. I'll check in next week and see if I'm still doing it because I would have to do it again for next week. But so far, so good.
Yeah.
But just so slow. Like, it's like you'll lose 1.5 pounds a week.
Right.
Oh, it's fucking, I needed something faster.
I've lost weight. Butter? I've lost weight a few times in my life, like drastic weight. And every time it was from walking. Every single time when I seriously walked, when I took like every day, like an hour and a half after work, whatever. And if I got like 30,000, 20, anything from 20,000 to 30 like steps in every day.
That's a lot of steps.
Yeah, it worked.
It's hard to hit 10,000
yeah,
steps
and
a day.
it only worked when I had jobs where I was doing like I got 10 just to work.
Yeah.
And then you went and you did an hour and a half. Then you did so that's like that only works when you have that type of job.
I love the idea of a job where you're like getting exercise throughout the day.
Yeah.
And making money.
Right. When I worked at Penn, I worked in like like athletics, the fields and stuff. So we'd line like the soccer field and line the football field, put up the hoops.
Best lines in the conference.
Yeah, dude. Best lines in the conference. They said that.
Everyone said it.
Yeah. And the palestra, I would put up the nets, the hoops and all that. So like by you're just running the whole time. Not even, you're taking it easy, but you're like kind of just painting the field, but you're getting your steps in.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how anybody does it if they're sitting at a desk all day.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sitting in my car all day driving around.
Are you on the phone call? You're a phone call guy?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No. I'm in the car driving around.
Yeah, so
that's tough.
That's tough.
I'm
to
by
do.
myself too all day.
Right. So you're not getting any kind of steps in. Like I would just like, they would have Kubotas, which are these little like vehicles where you can put your like rakes and shit in the back.
Like a little, like not a golf cart, but a little like
it's a step up from yeah, exactly. It's a step up from the golf cart. You could drive them down, but instead I'd walk to the field, which was like through like the campus, which is like when your mind is, and it's all your mindset. Once your mind is there and says, yeah, this is just that's when people say it is a lifestyle change. As soon as you kind of change your mind, you change your life. Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Yeah. When you can change your mind, you can change your life. And human beings, dude, we have the power to fucking like do anything.
It's what separates us from the animal kingdom.
Yeah, like our minds are so strong. It's just like your mind can also get to a bad place where you're in a rut, but your mind has the key to get out of it too.
Yeah.
And it's all right there, but you just got to find it.
Yeah, I mean, I've lost weight in the past too, and I've like hit the gym super hard, and it's so hard to
It's never the gym. It's never the gym.
It's always the eating.
It's the eating.
Eating's 90% of it,
and just moving. Because when the gym, it becomes like a car thing again, and like your headphone, and like you're lifting a little bit. Like I'm not saying the people that do it and don't have a routine, that's not good. I'm just saying for someone that's totally out of it and thinks that the gym is it's not. It's just walk out of your house and keep walking and then turn around when it's 3 miles or so, and then get into a routine where your life makes it easy to just kind of stay moving.
Yeah.
But the gym has always been like a bullshit thing with me. When I did it, it's like nothing, like I would just go from the gym and then pick up a pizza on the way home.
Yeah. It kind of negates it.
Yeah, it was.
Shout out Imperial.
Shout out Imperial Pizza.
Speaking of Imperial, they gave me a free one last night.
How?
I went in there. They know me.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike, what's up? They're like, you want a free one, free pepperoni, would you? I'm like, absolutely. Knowing that I was just going myself.
But do you have to buy another pizza?
No.
So you came in and they just turned down the sale. They're like, hey, here's a free one.
No, I already got my pizza, so I spent $10 for one, but they gave me 2.
And you felt obliged to eat it all?
I didn't eat it all, no. But it's in the fridge.
Nice.
I will eat it all. Like instead of
how many slices? Take down. How many slices is your sit down?
It depends. I could wax an Imperial.
It's thin.
Very thin, yeah. But I think I ate 4 or 5, and then I ate 4 or 5
That's better
today.
than half a pie.
Yeah.
And then 4 or 5 today too?
Yeah, 4 or 5 today.
Nice.
So the next one, I'll whack the whole thing.
Oh, so you're getting your dairy. You're getting your tomato, your fruit.
That's exactly. I'm hitting all the
fucking pizza's the best.
All the elements there.
Pizza's awesome. But yeah, so I got my eating dialed in because our good buddy Jim Ferris.
Yes.
He's a trainer. He's worked with the Sixers. He's had a fucking great career.
He worked for the Cavaliers too.
Did he really?
Yeah, that was his first start.
Real close friends with Kyle Korver.
Yeah,
for a while.
That's right. I worked with. He was my trainer too. He's trained me a few times, and it's such hard work. We got to get him on the show. Yeah, he could take me under his wing, and we'll do my weight each week or something.
Also on Instagram, GYM Ferris. Even though his name is Jim Ferris, it's GYM.
The play on,
it's a nice pun.
It's a play on words.
You like a good pun, right?
I love a good pun. Yeah.
Yeah, I've worked.
He's
with
a
Jim
serious
Ferris
guy.
before.
Yeah, and you look at him and you wouldn't think like, oh, he's already skinny and in shape, but then he went and he turned his whole fucking physique into like the strongest. Like he's a fit guy. He's not like a big like meathead or anything. You wouldn't think it, but then when the last fitness thing he did about 2 years ago or so, he went from like a regular looking skinny guy to like face muscles and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, like an assassin.
For the longest time, I'd be like, why isn't this dude jacked? Because he'd be showing his workouts, he'd be showing his eating. I'd be like, why the fuck? And it would upset me. Why isn't he jacked? He deserved it. He's earned it.
Yeah.
Why the fuck isn't he jacked? He's jacked now.
Yeah.
I don't know what he did, but he dialed it in. He's jacked.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've worked with him and he's got me like pushing sleds and doing like fucking... like full on out 10 out of 10 effort on the exercise bike for a minute and then slow.
Yeah.
It's grueling. I mean, he'll whip you into shape.
I'm sure he'll tell you.
It's a lot of fucking work.
I'm sure he'll tell you too.
All this
a guy like him, it's lifestyle change. It's not like you do this with me for an hour and then you get to be you again. Like it's at a certain point.
Yeah, very well said.
Yeah, you figure out like if you're going to do this for real, a change, a metamorphosis, if you will, has to happen to where like you become a butterfly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like a cocoon, and when the cocoon comes out?
That's a metamorphosis.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah. And you got to come out.
Today.
Like our buddy Joe from Clifton, his health journey. He was just
Joe Waters, Dirty Waters. Yeah,
Joe Waters. Joe
Shout
Waters.
out Dirty Waters.
Joe Waters is killing it. And I read his article, and he looks amazing. And when he said that, like in his article about like, yeah, it's a lifestyle change, and it's so true. Like it can start off being like, oh man, this is pushing, but at some point it clicked for him, And
he's logging the miles on his bike, hundreds of miles.
Yeah, and somebody else told me at work, and he said it in his interview, the weighted vest is a big deal. Just to go walk and have like a 20-pound weighted vest, you don't know how much that does for you too.
He's doing great. I love that kid. I'm so happy for him.
Yeah.
He's got his life back.
Somewhere along the line, probably like a year in or 2 years, he just kept doing it, drudging along like probably we are at the beginning, and something clicked. Like, wow, like this is like something I want to like change, and like he probably was happy and shit for the first time, like,
yeah, man.
you know, and then good for him.
Yeah,
but I'm happy for people.
A lot. It takes sustained effort.
Yeah,
and it's hard to it's so hard to keep the routines. Like I'm doing this chicken thing for lunch, like I told you, and it takes a solid half hour to fucking eat through it. It's super heavy. It's a lot, dude. And then dinner, it's ground beef and pinto beans with some peppers in there. It's satisfying. Like I'm full of shit right now. So we'll see if I can stick with it. I don't know.
I'm not.
But it's a lot.
I'm not obviously I don't know, but if I know anything, like I don't think you should eat that much. Like I know that it tells you to do that, but that means that if you're out doing all that stuff all day, like I don't think that you're reading the letter to the law, but if your life isn't like this constant like routine of exercise, I don't think you're
even without exercise, it has me in a deficit and high protein. So I'm going to lose just fat.
Right.
I'm eating enough protein to protect my muscle. Yeah. ChatGPT is giving me the whole breakdown on it.
I think you should.
I've asked every question from every angle.
Right.
I understand what I'm doing.
Yeah, but we'll see. And I fucking I hope the best for you. But people like us eat less and move.
Yeah.
So if you're eating something where you're fucking stuffed, I think that might be the writing and the recipe for somebody who's doing something more as far as physically.
It's dense. But it's low calorie and high protein.
Right. But if you're not hungry, stop eating. That's what I'm saying. You know, it makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah. Let me just come clean now. I suffer from bed. Like binge eating disorder. So if I'm not stuffed, I'm going to eat dog shit at night.
Yeah.
Is what I'll do. Yeah. And I'll just fucking eat like Oreos, or I'll have like 4 bowls of cereal. Ooh. I'll do good all day long. And then at like 11:30, I'm like, I can't sleep.
You'll go back.
Let's go downstairs.
After a bowl of cereal, you'll do more than one?
Well, what I do is I do the milk, I do the cereal, I eat the cereal. Then I use the milk that's still in the bowl and I pour another bowl in.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Yeah. Then I'll pour a third bowl in, and I'll do that, and then I'll drink that sugary milk.
Yeah,
and then I'll just go to sleep.
Well, good luck on the weight loss journey.
Yeah,
that's fucking good.
That's not what I'm doing. You know, yeah. I got to stay off it.
Yeah. I would eat less and you're going to fucking lose weight. Eat less and walk. You're taking on like a plan of a guy that's in the gym and has this kind of health and which is like good, but like when if you're eating too much and your stuff just don't eat that much.
It's a total of 2,000 calories a day.
Yeah,
my body needs 2,500 for maintenance, so I'm below 500 calories below each day.
Right.
So that it's a deficit that I'm running with. It's so dialed in. It's high protein.
I know, I get it, but it's probably too much food.
It's really satisfying. We're gonna say if I can stick with it, but ChatGPT's telling me, you do this and you'll lose 1.5 pounds of fat a week, but it's slow, dude.
Yeah.
It's a whole month of eating like that for what, 6 pounds?
Yeah.
Not gonna notice that.
Yeah.
I've got Aruba coming up. I returned to Aruba in November.
Yeah.
For the seventh time, I believe. Seventh time.
That is your vacation spot.
It's my spot.
It's a beautiful spot too. Everybody that goes there becomes like
lean.
Yeah.
I just want to look lean and just hot.
Don't
the hot dad.
Move all day long. Move all day long.
I have a suggestion.
And eat less.
Meth
too. I'll try. I lost 16 pounds.
Fast.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
The
only problem is
why does meth fuck your teeth up?
Oh, it depletes your calcium. That's the
really.
Yeah, you forget to drink. You forget to drink water and shit.
That's a stiff price to pay.
Yeah,
meth teeth are fucking the worst.
I'm sure you got to do meth for a long time to start getting that kind of stuff. But if you can just get it and do it for a couple weeks, you'll lose a quick 15, 20 pounds.
And then once you lose your teeth, you can get the brand new fake looking ones.
You can always get teeth.
Always get teeth.
Always
not
get
a
teeth.
big deal.
Don't worry about it.
You're saying just live your life.
Live your life,
later.
or how bad do you want to lose weight?
I mean,
sometimes you got to make
decisions, and then
you can have a
remote in,
svelte, lean body, but then you go to Smile and you got like 3 dice.
Well,
up there.
That's why I say do it for 2 weeks. Don't get addicted. So if you don't get addicted, do it, stop doing it, and then keep the weight off.
I don't really have an addictive personality though.
Give me another second on crack and meth.
This one we're off.
You really should do it for like an hour. They say it stays.
I'm already on a dick ton of Adderall. I'm back on Adderall.
Oh, you are?
Did we talk about this?
No.
I'm back. Yeah, I'm back.
Talk to me.
Yeah. So
Just throw it in the recycling bin.
Yeah, so I tried various non-stimulant ADD medicine, and it just didn't really work for me. I tried a couple of them, and it just didn't really do it. And finally, the doctor's like playing with some stuff, and they're going to try something else. And I was like, just put me back on Adderall. That's what I know.
Yeah,
that's what I know. That's who I am. and and once they picked their jaw up off the floor, how drug seeking is that? They're like, all right, well, let's give it a shot. And I took the Adderall and just boom, everything lit up like you plug in a fucking pinball machine and it starts going through its cycle and it's back on. Oh, I'm back, baby.
Oh,
Pinball wizard, huh?
Oh, pinball wizard indeed.
And you can sleep and stuff on that?
Yeah.
Because I know that, like, people that take it that don't take it, they don't, like, it's like it's like they say it's one molecule on the scientific table away from meth. So it's very close to meth. I mean, you're not getting that extreme binge in that rush.
Keeping my teeth, which is nice.
Right. It's not like, you're not. But
nice teeth, too.
We
No
don't have
cavities.
that. No, you always have nice teeth. Except for that time somebody hit your tooth with the microphone.
Oh, I've had chipped teeth.
Dude, you were, a couple times,
for
right?
years at a time.
Yeah.
And so when I finally,
It always happened to you and never to me.
And
we were on the same microphones.
Microphone. Yeah, that's what would happen. I'd be playing at a fucking packed bar. Everybody, dude, shoulder to shoulder to hear me play.
That's probably why.
And, no distance between where I'm set up and the crowd. Everyone's right on top of me. They're loving the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And people would be dancing and, romancing and bump into the microphone and hit me in the teeth. And I had a chipped tooth. And I didn't get it fixed for years. And sometimes I'll come across a picture. I'm like, why the fuck didn't I get that fixed?
Yeah.
And then I got it fixed and it took them fucking 5 minutes, dude.
So that whole time you're probably blaming like insurance and Obama
and insurance
everything.
fully covered it.
Yeah.
And it took 10 minutes.
Yes. That's so funny that you said that because I've had like periods like 10 years ago where like I was having trouble finding a job and I'd always put off like going to the doctor and put off doing this, but I can't do it until this. I had this job with insurance the whole time. And then finally I got the job and went and they're like, yeah, you could have just came here for $100 like all these times. I'm like, oh.
I blame our community for not pulling us aside. And setting us straight.
For not having enough male role models.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine letting my son walk around like that.
No,
I'd be like, I'm taking you.
He'd have teeth the next day.
The next day.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the meth is all like that kind of burns you because you're putting like that up your nose kind of stuff, and it's kind of like it's poison.
Do you snort meth?
You snort meth, yeah.
Really?
It's kind of like a cocaine kind of thing, yeah.
But what
you can smoke it and stuff too. You can smoke it too.
Is you like freebase it?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't have any
Can we try it?
knowledge of it. I mean, we can always try it.
We have Narcan, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't work.
Narcan doesn't work
That's
for
only
it.
for
But we do have
fentanyl.
Narcan.
Yeah, we got that just in case. Yeah, there's any fentanyl in anything we do on live.
Do we have? You know what I saw, which is so funny, but like I guess responsible. The Disco Biscuits played 6 nights in a row at Ardmore Music Hall a couple weeks ago. It was called the Bisco Sixer, and it was fucking pretty impressive. 6 nights in a row, and they're a band that have outgrown the Ardmore Music Hall. They're a big national band, but they consider Ardmore Music Hall like their home turf. And they'll play there with side projects and stuff. But the Disco Biscuits as a band is bigger than that. But they announced 6 shows. They sold out right away. And I was seeing some pictures on Facebook and shit. They had fentanyl test kits all around the venue for people to fucking test their Molly and shit.
Wow.
Because it was just known that this
they
is
all
going to
had
be a big
drugs in there?
pharmaceutical type event.
Oh my God.
But yeah.
Wow, they had it in there for them to do it?
For the fans, yeah. To keep the fans safe.
Be responsible.
Be responsible. Test it for fentanyl. Do your Molly.
Yeah.
But test it for fentanyl. That is next level.
I don't know how like
we
bands
were
like the
doing
Disco
that, and hold on.
For the
I'm trying not to implement or indict anybody. They used to have a festival on a mountain somewhere in Pennsylvania.
Camp Bisco.
It was the dirtiest festival I've ever worked in my life.
And you worked there as an EMT?
Maybe
Okay.
not.
All right.
I was a consultant.
Partying were we?
A consultant, okay.
I was a consultant.
He does a lot of consulting.
Yeah, he does. He does.
But we were trying to get people to, hey, before you do this, make sure you go and say hi to these people to the left. It wasn't us. It was just people that were trying to keep people safe.
That would spin me the fuck out if I'm on something crazy and you approach me and you're like, hey, before you do this, talk to the people on the left.
Well, the problem
so cryptically, and then you just walk off.
The problem is at the end of the festival, we have to toss the tents because if no one's leaving, and you would find someone dead because of like we were just trying to prevent someone from dying from having a good time. That was our problem. So
just going to a concert to enjoy some music and there's fucking dead bodies around. Oh my hardcore shady drug use.
Yeah,
and those Disco Biscuit guys, I'm sure that they do their drugs too. I'm like, but they've been at it for what, 20, 30 years?
30 years.
So at this point, they're probably in their sober part of life. So I wonder if they even still...
I think you're right. I mean, they smoke weed. I don't even think all of them do. I know that their guitarist Barbara is sober now.
Yeah, they have to be. You can't.
And he just got married.
You can't do it forever.
He got married to a Biscuits fan that's also sober, and there is a Biscuits group of fans that are sober.
Yeah.
And they call themselves something, but they're like a group of fans that
can go and enjoy themselves.
I remember seeing Brothers Past all the time in like 2000, 2001 in Westchester. And when the Biscuits kids started to come around, when they started to like kind of catch wind and they started coming around, that's when the drugs became very, very heavy. You'd see like really weird dudes with like sideways visors on.
Yeah.
And the Brothers Past crew was kind of like, it was like me and like shout out Joe McKee, Frenchie. Like
right.
And then like we knew each other enough. Fucking Stinks. What's his name?
Stinks. Yeah. What was his name? What was Stinks' name?
He had a non-offensive name.
Well, I forget. Stinks is the only thing I knew him.
Yeah.
He smelled so bad. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But like we knew each other. Yeah. And then you started seeing like the new blood come in, and they were like,
it was just a drug thing.
Yeah. See the guy with the sideways visor. He's got Molly, and you're like, dude, who are you? And why are you fucking chewing your face off?
Yeah. And the drugs probably got more and more like dirty. Heroin and stuff like that.
Speaking of Stinks, Thug Folk was kind of like we weren't affiliated. I guess we were kind of affiliated with Brothers Past.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We opened up for him.
Yeah.
TLA.
And so Frenchie came and he managed us. He was also the tour manager for Brothers Past. He came and managed Thug Folk. So we kind of took Frenchie, and then fuck man, I don't want to keep calling him Stinks, but Stinks came. And what was he doing? Was he just sound?
He was our sound man, and he'd set up our gear and stuff like that. Like so probably funny. For like.
So unnecessary.
$40.
We could have just done it.
Yeah, we could have did it, but we needed a guy to do it. Yeah. And somehow we talked him into doing it for free, probably.
But so it was kind of understood that like he was quote unquote my boy because I knew him from Brothers Past.
Yes.
And I get a call one day, and
we had a band meeting that you had to tell him he was done.
Yeah. We had a band meeting, and the result of the meeting was, hey, Hef, you got to call him and you got to tell him he's got to start wearing deodorant. And we're grown men. Yeah. We're 22 years old, or whatever. Like fuck. I'm like, all right. Like I have to do it.
Yeah.
It's becoming a problem.
He was your guy. He was my
Nobody
guy. Thanks you for bringing in a guy that worked. I hate to say
this, but like deodorant does only something. But like, was the guy not showering at all? Or
the deodorant was the missing piece.
Yeah, it was the missing piece.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
But you're right, because my brother-in-law doesn't wear deodorant. He's never smelled in his life. I think, but he's also a Pacific Islander. So you never know what kind of
genetics are different.
Genetically, some people don't. I don't think Chinese people have to wear deodorant.
Really?
Yeah, and Pacific Islanders, they're basically Chinese.
Well, the Polynesian, I believe.
Polynesian, yeah.
You have that Pacific seawater.
Exactly. So he doesn't wear it and has never smelled it. He's never smelled.
Man,
But me, like if I go 2 or 3 days, I can smell like a BO smell. I don't smell it right away, and I switched to exclusively women's deodorant probably about 15 years ago. Secret.
15 years ago.
Yeah. BT, our drummer in Thug Folk, turned me on to it, and I was like, "Oh, dude! Like,
what are the advantages?"
Before you even
it smells better. It smells better for longer.
Is it secret clinical strength?
No, it's just secret. You just got the cheap one at the CVS.
Strong enough for a man, but pH balance for a woman.
Yeah, my pH balance. Yeah,
but doesn't it make you smell sweet? Like,
it makes you smell great.
It's not
a girl smell. It's a fresh smell.
It's really fresh.
And I switched exclusively to that because I would use Speed Stick or Old Spice, and it was very strong. And I noticed it would be strong, but then like after that day, the BO would be strong too. It was just because it was a stronger.
It would intensify.
It would intensify. Yeah, but with the secret, you put that on, and like 2 or 3 days late, like you still smell fresh.
Well, it's not a secret anymore.
It's not a secret. No, I don't even hide from it. Like I've had relationships and stuff, and I'm like, no, that's mine. The girl deodorant's mine. And at first they'd be like, what? Like, no, I use girls deodorant.
Wow, that's kind of interesting. I use something called Everyman Jack.
Probably just because it sounds manly.
Yeah, I need all the help I can get.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I got to come over and
if it was called like forklift, I'd be all over it.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would.
Forklift.
It'll make you smell good at work in front of other
it'll make you smell like you can fucking change a light bulb. Make you smell like you're not a waste of space. But yeah, the secret is out.
Secret's out.
Everyman Jack.
So yeah, stinks. So yeah, you.
Yeah.
It was sad though because like he did come in and work for free, and like you did it like out of like, oh, you got a guy for us, but instead like we like kind of almost like turned on you like, yo, dude, you brought this guy around.
Yeah,
you motherfucker.
You remember the dynamic of Thug Folk? Yeah, of course. Everything was intimidation, and we're all just turning on each other all the time.
Yeah,
and yeah, you guys turned on me about it. Like it was. You weren't like sympathetic with me. It was kind of like, yo, dude, he's your fucking boy, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I remember I was at the Best Buy on Baltimore Pike. I was just walking the aisles, just hiding from this task that I had, just killing time before I had to do it. I ran into Joe DePaul. I'll never forget. Shout out Joe DePaul. And I was like, dude, you don't know what I'm about to do. I have to make a call and I have to tell a guy he has to start wearing deodorant. He's like, damn, good luck, man.
How did it go?
From what I remember, I had to dance around it a little bit. I was like, hey, what's up? Hey,
Yeah, we got a gig Friday.
Nice
and
day
you're
out.
not getting paid.
Nice day out, huh? And I was like, look, man, I don't know how to say this, but you really got to start wearing deodorant. It's becoming a lot, and the smell of it. And he was like, very polite about it. He probably felt bad.
Yeah.
He was like, sure, man. Sure, no problem. And I was like, all right, cool. See you at the gig.
Wow.
Yeah. Had to do it.
Oh, I kind of feel silly and dirty for being on the other side of that now. Like,
well,
I really wish I would have just fucking
sometimes a man has to
dirt.
roll up his sleeves and do some man work.
You're right.
I'm not going to fucking change the oil in a car, but I'll make a phone call.
Not all man work is, twisting wrenches. Sometimes you got to fucking talk to a man and say some tough things. And you've always been good at that.
Well,
you've always been good. You've always been able to.
He could have just as easily come back and be like, "Dude, you smell like ass all the time." He could have easily come back at me and be like, "Dude, who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you? Yeah. Your band sucks, by the way.
You guys fucking suck. You're not paying me dick. Fuck you." I wish he did. He'd be a legend.
Remember the time at the end of our band, we learned like 8 new cover songs, and somehow we made it think that we were like a reformed band. Like bands learned 8 songs every week. We learned it like once. At the very end, we learned like a new set list of like 8 songs.
We're the most overrated band of all time.
Definitely.
The legend way overshadows the actual output.
It was the time of life for everybody,
yes.
like and all that, and there was a chemistry that was fucking
yeah. I mean,
it was intoxicating.
Yes,
but the music alone,
quite intoxicating.
Yeah, but the music alone, yeah, it was short corners. We had the best keyboard player around. But he would barely play. You'd look over and he was just fucking talking and drinking and like hanging out with girls by his keyboard. He wouldn't play his parts. We'd learn these parts like to our songs and stuff, and it'd be amazing. And then by the time we played the gig, he would just not come in for them. And then he would come in a little bit and doodle, and then just come in. He didn't like. We would have been aces if he just played his parts. Like he's
like, there's no keyboards in this song. Well, fucking make a part.
Find a part.
Let's just play.
Find a part. And the parts that did have keyboards in it, it was just come and go.
He would diddle to get diddled later on.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, we all did. That was a good.
There's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
but
certainly not. But yeah, I remember that was so funny. Like such a dysfunctional band too. Pat wouldn't play. BT was BT.
He's a whole nother.
What do you mean? I got to fucking. He would show up to practice 3-4 hours late.
Yeah,
and then just sit down and maybe be so pissed.
It was mental illness, like all different types of mental illness.
Yes,
in one band, except for we had a bass player who was just aces, just a good guy.
Yeah, JJ.
And there was 4 other guys that were just mentally ill in different ways that were all kind of
very
like
uncompatible. Uncompatible mental illness.
Uncompatible mental illness.
So, guys, I love BT. You guys know I love him.
I love BT too.
Mm-hmm.
We need to have him on.
Would love it.
He'd come on.
So I have to schedule him at 4 p.m.
We'd have to pick him up
and then you guys show up at
though.
9, and then he'll probably come in about 9:15, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get a couple of the Timlins.
We'll get a couple of boys on.
Get JP out here.
Yeah.
Talking
he was our manager for a while.
To the top, Johnny. Remember at Abilene the one time?
Yeah, he wanted one of us to go fight somebody in the crowd.
He wanted me to jump off stage and fight somebody.
Yeah.
And he was screaming it during our set. Like I was so on the spot, I almost did it because I was just on the spot.
Because somebody might have been talking shit?
Somebody was kind of heckling for some reason. Probably because we're flubbing every song.
Yeah, he said that like somebody in the band's got to be the guy that has, and that he said that will spread like wildfire to Philadelphia bands. Yes. And he was right. Like that would have, right. That would have been like the talk of the town, that somebody from that band. But like we weren't there. We were young. We didn't get that.
I was too scared. I wasn't really a fighter, and like I had my gear. Like I didn't want to fight, but like I almost did because I'm like I was like you guys were looking at me too. He was yelling at me to jump off stage and fight. It was such a fucking shit show.
Man. I got a dumb question. Did I ever do as a sound guy for you guys for Thug Folk? I don't think I did.
I think you did because all the guys.
I can't remember.
A lot of our sound guys.
We went through every sound guy around.
Came from your tree of sound guys because we had Al Garcia who came from like your tree,
course. Yeah.
And then Dan McKenzie who came from Al Garcia, which all came from like your kind of tree of sound guys from Bonner.
I hate to
Remember
say
Dan
like
McKenzie?
Everything ran.
Yeah. That's where we got our Mackie speakers.
Oh God, the Mackie speakers,
which were just a problem from day one. They were supposed to be the best speakers ever. And
we fucking dimed out for them too. Like,
we
we
spent $1,000 a piece.
$1,000 a piece for these speakers.
We paid $1,000 for one, $1,000 for the other speaker, and $1,000 for the board. But nobody told us that we probably, if we're going to do that, we need subwoofers and shit too. We just didn't have them.
I don't think we had.
So I was already gone by then. I would have did something different. Yeah. I was already gone then. If I did anything for you guys, it was gone by then. But I still remember. You guys borrowed a snake of mine and then Coley's board at one point. Yeah.
That was a festival gig. That might have been a Millersville thing that we I remember borrowing
which
the
was
snake.
Fine. It's so long ago now. It's like I'm trying to remember this stuff. It's like,
but the mental illness part that was fun. Like just having the four of us like and it would always be 3 against 1 in any kind of situation. 3 against 1, 3 against 1.
And the one is going to dominate whatever you guys are going to go forward with because...
Well, I would say not two. Just Jersey John would always just be like, come on, guys. Let's just be a fucking band.
A lot of times it was Up All Night versus me and JG. A lot of times it was 3 and 2.
Yeah, but JG, I think, would talk to us too. Like he was just kind of like going along with the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then he was
JG's
just kind
of
he never like really had an opinion.
A real pro.
A real pro, yeah.
Coming all the way from Jersey for all these. No, he was staying with Katie in Collingdale.
Yeah. Yeah. He had a local tie.
I think his wife reached out over quarantine. They were having a party. And she was trying to get us back together for his birthday party. And it just didn't work. It was like so last minute.
Right. We had gigs or something. But I remember
we had gigs.
Something.
I loved the idea, though.
Yeah.
I would have done it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like we owed it to him.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we gotta get the boys on.
Absolutely. We'll do that. Well, yeah. And now we're going to start, we're going to move with September. So we're going to move on getting guests once every couple weeks, every 3 weeks or so. Yeah. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for anybody, or if anybody wants to pop on, send us an email, HoagieTimePodcast.com, right?
It's HoagieTimePodcast at gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Yeah, reach out because it's not, we're going to open it up this time around. It's not just going to be musicians, comedians. If you want to come and hang with us, come and hang
just
with us.
Just to hang, man. We'll be here and we'll
come and hang and just give me a couple days notice and I'll make a seat for you guys too. I mean, not that we want a live studio audience, but like, hey, come on down, more the merrier.
Bring your kids, we'll babysit.
Yeah, reach out, we'll figure it out.
All right, see you next time, boys.
You'll be doing just fine. Hoagie time, a virtual show. Enjoy it on the go.